Welcome back, friends. It's Anders. Today, we are going to talk about, what am I saying? We're not talking about, we're making them. Today, we are making 5 festive holiday drinks. These are classy. They don't require crushing up a bunch of candy canes or gingerbread people. So if you want to do that, feel free. But these are gonna be more based in the classic builds. Some are really exciting. We got a little bit of everything. We've got a hot cocktail, we've got a flip, we've got strong cocktail, sour cocktail. One of these you will enjoy, if not all of them. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button for more sips, tips, and recipes, and let's go make 5 festive holiday cocktails. To the bone. Today's video is sponsored by Original Grain. Original Grain makes cool watches from reclaimed wood, and they partner with brands to create unique pieces. I've collected a few over the years. This one is made from reclaimed tequila barrels. I've got reclaimed whiskey barrel watch. I've got a reclaimed beer barrel watch. You see a theme here. This one tells you the day of the week, the date. We've got a little stopwatch on this one. Depends what you're looking for in a watch. Most people are looking for a timekeeper. And all of these tell time. They are easy to dress up or down, and they go with whatever it is I decide I want to wear that day. Like clothes. It goes really well with clothes. This one is actually made from reclaimed Buffalo Trace barrels. They're bourbon barrels. It's part of the partnership that they have with Buffalo Trace. In fact, I've got a second one on the way. It's the automatic. Now, the thing with their Buffalo Trace partnership is it is only going on until the end of December. So if you want one, this could be your last chance. Luckily, the holiday sale is going on right now, which is up to 30% off site-wide. Plus, if you use the code ANDERS at checkout, you get an additional 10% off. That is a grand total of up to 40% off select items. You're not gonna find a better deal than that. Period. So, click on the link down below. Remember that code, ANDERS, that's my name. That will give you the ultimate savings. Happy holidays, happy gift shopping. Thank you, Original Grain. Onto the film. We're gonna knock these out. I'm gonna tell you the recipes, and you're gonna be the star of your next holiday party. Let's start this off with a strong cocktail. First one up is the Sentimental Gentleman. This is a fairly new cocktail, 10, 15 years old, created by Misty Kelkofen. A spirit-forward, 3-ingredient cocktail, served on the rocks, and it is a delight, because you have to have one of those around the holidays. Now, to make it, we are going to stir the drink. So in a mixing glass, start with 2 ounces of scotch. You can use a blended scotch. I like a single malt Highland. To that, add half an ounce of Bénédictine and half an ounce of a walnut liqueur. Add ice and stir about 30 seconds or so just to chill and dilute. Grab a chilled rocks glass. Grab a large ice lump if you got one. Okay, here's what happened. I usually have my large ice chunks here at the studio, but I was hosting at home, and so I brought them home, so I had them there, and I left them there. So when it came time to make the drink here, I didn't have it. Of course, this upset me, but we push forward. So I used small ice cubes, and that's what you can do too. No garnish necessary, and there we have the Sentimental Gentleman. Cheers. Actually, now that I hold this and wiggle it around and hear the clinking of the ice, I don't mind the smaller cubes. Oh man, I haven't had this one in a bit. That walnut really comes through, and the Bénédictine gives it a honey sweetness with a little bit of spice. Now the scotch that I used was a Highland scotch, not overly peaty, not overly smoky. A blended scotch is gonna be perfect. That's what the original recipe called for. But as you might remember when we did this a couple years ago, we used bourbon, and you could use Irish whiskey. You could use whatever you want. It works really well, any whiskey. Number 2 is the Sloe Gin Sour. This drink is going to be the polar opposite of the Sentimental Gentleman. So if you think, okay, that looks like a nice cocktail, Anders, but it looks a little strong, try the Sloe Gin Sour. Now it is a base of sloe gin, which is a gin-based liqueur that's flavored with sloe berries, but I like to add a touch of Campari to give it a slight bitter finish. To make the Sloe Gin Sour, in a shaking tin, start with 1.5 ounces of sloe gin. To that, add half an ounce of Campari, 3/4 ounce of fresh lemon juice, and half an ounce of a semi-rich simple syrup. That's 1.5 parts sugar to 1 part water. Roughly half an ounce of egg white. Dry shake, meaning shake without ice for about 15 seconds. Make sure you've got a good seal, because this is gonna want to expand. This is gonna help emulsify everything and add to the texture of the drink. Then we can add ice, Give it a wet shake for another 15 seconds. Double strain into a chilled cocktail glass. Express lemon oil across the top, hit the sides. And for garnish, I like to do 3 drops of Angostura bitters. Make a pretty design, and there we have the Sloe Gin Sour. Cheers. Movie magic. Okay, before we dive in for a sip, let's just acknowledge how beautiful this looks. Is it sour? Yes. Is it bitter? Yeah, a little bit on the end. And I love it. On the nose, you get mostly that bright lemon. And I do like expressing the lemon across the top because I don't want to smell an eggy smell. But if you go in for a sip on the bitters, you get a little bit of those baking spices. Very subtle, but it's there. The reason why I think this is a good one for the holidays is because with these ingredients and the Campari, it almost is reminiscent of cranberries. I really like it, but there is nary a cranberry wary. There isn't any cranberry. Really, really tasty. Sloe Gin, depending on who makes it and where you get it, you can make it yourself. It's gonna be a little different. So you may have to adjust the sugar. Number 3. Number 3, a Rum Hot Toddy. Why a Rum Hot Toddy? Why not? I don't have another rum cocktail on the list and I wanted to have rum because I enjoy rum. So we are making a Rum Hot Toddy, but you can do hot toddies with a number of different base spirits. We even did a video on different hot toddies. So nudge, nudge, check it out. To make the Rum Hot Toddy, we are gonna want a toddy glass. You could use a coffee mug, that's fine. But we are gonna want to temper the glass. So pour in some hot water to get that glass warm. As soon as that glass is warmed up, dump the water out, and right in the glass, drop in 1.5 ounces of Jamaican rum, 1/2 ounce of a rich Demerara syrup, that's 2 parts sugar to 1 part water, 1/4 ounce of fresh lemon juice, drop in a cinnamon stick, give it a swirl to combine everything, and then top it off with 4 to 5 ounces of black tea. Express lemon oil across the top, garnish with a clove-studded lemon peel. Cheers. All right, so I do like dropping this right in, get the flavor of everything in the drink. That's really good with the Jamaican rum. You can use any rum. This is so forgiving. You don't even have to use rum. Like I said, you can use any base spirit. But the Jamaican rum with the cinnamon and the lemon, it's just big, bold flavors, but it's very soothing and warming. And this is what you want on a cold day. This is why it's on the list. I thought about this. So, number 4, Colleen Bawn. Yeah, I know, you're thinking, what the hell did he just say? The Colleen Bawn is what we call a flip nowadays. It's really old. It's like 120 years old, and it is a cocktail with a whole egg, which this is the time of year to be drinking cocktails with whole eggs. Back then, I think they would use like iron pokers, hot iron pokers to heat it up. We're not doing that, but it is a fascinating cocktail. So I wanted to share it with you today. Actually, we could do a separate episode on this drink because it's got an interesting history. To make the Colleen Bawn, start in a shaking tin, 3/4 ounce of rye whiskey. I would recommend a higher proof rye because we are gonna be adding a lot of rich liqueur and we want that rye to stand up. To that, add 3/4 ounce of yellow chartreuse. Now I know that yellow chartreuse is something that is hard to come by these days, but if you have some, use it. You could make this with green chartreuse too. It's the holidays, so that's why I busted out the chartreuse. And then we add 3/4 ounce of Bénédictine. That's right, all equal parts. Drop in a whole egg, dry shake to emulsify everything, and then add ice, give it a wet shake for about 15 seconds, double strain into a chilled cocktail glass. The prettier the better. Grate some nutmeg on top. That is the ultimate holiday garnish. And there we have the Colleen Bawn. Before I take a sip, it looks like custard, really. That is the yellow chartreuse, that bright yellow color. And it looks like a really rich eggnog, does it not? It does not taste like eggnog. I'll tell you what it tastes like. Kind of tastes like eggnog. You get the yellow chartreuse first and foremost, but it's not over the top. You just get the nice herbs, a little bit of sweetness then from the Benedictine. They meld right together. And then some spice. You get that nutmeg on top, which is really nice. And then at the end is when you get the rye. And that rye is important because it reminds you, oh yeah, this is a cocktail. If you want it a little sweeter, some people might, then add a bar spoon to a quarter of an ounce of simple syrup or a rich demerara syrup. If you're a fan of these liqueurs, give it a shot. If you're a fan of eggnog, try it. It's weird. It's weird, but I like it. So where do we go from here? We've pretty much covered everything except for number 5, the Brandy Alexander. For me, this is Christmas in a glass. I'm gonna be making a more traditional Brandy Alexander, but where I grew up, it was common to turn this into a milkshake. And it is oh so good when you do that. But we're not doing it today. We're gonna keep it classy and make it the old school way. I like to break away from the all equal parts recipe and add a little bit more cognac because I want to taste it a little bit more than the other components. So in a shaking tin, start with 1.5 ounces of cognac. To that, add 3/4 ounce of creme de cacao and 3/4 ounce of cream. You could use half and half if you'd like. You could use a non-dairy creamer. Shake it up with ice for about 15 seconds. Double strain into a chilled, beautiful glass and top with grated nutmeg. Cheers. Ooh la la. Excuse me while I enjoy this. Well, that's just dessert. That is also very dangerous. Chocolatey, creamy. I feel weird saying creamy, I don't know why. It's rich, it's sweet. You don't have to have more than this, really. It's festive. So there it is, 5 festive cocktails to have this winter. I hope you give these a shot. Let me know in the comments down below if you do. Don't forget your merch, sign up for the newsletter. Thank you, Original Grain, for sponsoring today's film. Thank you, the viewer, for watching. I will see you next time. Happy holidays. Cheers.